What's up, guys? So, I was walking down the street one day, and I saw this kid flying one of these little drones outside of a shop. I was like, wow, that looks really cool. So, I came home and watched a few videos on people flying these. And what really caught me was the camera deal. Being able to take pictures and aerials and stuff like that. Some of the guys I was watching on the videos, of course, they have like FPV, first person view, and they were zooming through the trees, and I'm nowhere near that level. I'm intermediate at best. I've been flying for about 3 months, I guess, 4 months. And luckily I'm in China, and these are really cheap because I've gone through like 4 of these already. One the motor burned out on, and a couple just flew away on me. I lost contact with them because, you know, it's easy to pop them up in the sky and just kind of cruise around, but to get orientation and figure out which way they're going once they're a little further away takes some practice. So anyway, just had like a little cheap camera on it, and I learned a lot from this drone. I had the prop protectors on it and all that stuff. And, you know, the hard part is like facing the camera at something and learning how to like take pictures of stuff and fly around, which is more my interest than like racing them like some of these guys do. So I beat on this thing for a while. The couple that flew away, I discovered something. This controller had a little top on it. And I pulled the top off, and there's no antenna in there. So I opened up the controller and looked inside, and it had like this little teeny wire for an antenna folded over. And I don't know a whole lot about radio, but I know antennas need to be grounded, number one. So, of course, I got online and looked it up and found out. What I did was, again, luckily being in China, I was able to pick up a bunch of these 2.4 gigahertz 5 dB antennas for like 75 cents each. Came with the connecting wire, so I soldered it in, grounded it, and now I can fly this thing completely out of sight if I wanted to and not lose contact. So the next thing I'll need to do is get like FPV so I can see where I'm going when it goes too far away. And then I picked up, and luckily the guys at the store where I bought this from were real gracious to me. And they replaced my drones for 50 RMB, which is less than $10. So yeah, I just beat the crap out of the thing. And when something happened, I went back and got another one for $10 until I, because I'm learning. And then I picked up this little guy real cheap for like $30 or so. One of the problems of being in China, most of these controllers are all the same. They're all configured the same. They all have the same, but this black guy came with this odd controller. And, just learning. But the thing is, the instruction books here, of course, are all in Chinese. So, it's been trial and error for me figuring out how to fly these things. And I picked up this one real cheap for like $30. And this is an A-top. It's called Sky Dreamer. This thing is amazing. It doesn't go very far because, it doesn't have much of an antenna. But it's really maneuverable and really taught me a lot about how to fly. And, this little guy here runs on the same controller as this little guy that I picked up cheap from the same shop. This thing has been amazing. I've had this thing since like the beginning. Like I bought it like 2 days after I bought this one just because they both run on the same controller. This thing is super fast and also taught me a lot. And I've never had a motor failure. I've crashed this thing. I've beat everything, and this thing still just flies amazingly. I tried to look it up online, but, all these are like a Chinese knockoff, so there's no information online about them. This one I couldn't even find. But this one is a copy of a Syma X5. As you can see, it says X8G on it instead of X5. But it's a Syma copy. It flies really good. It's really stable. It's really cool. But the camera sucks. The camera sucks, and it's small, so in the wind it's a little crazy. The video doesn't come out well. So anyway, now I got me this thing. It's a bit of an upgrade. It's still in like the toy class, but I would not recommend this for a beginner. It's big, it's powerful, it will hurt you. But it's got an awesome camera on it. Takes really good video and pictures from what I see so far. I got it and it rained for like 3 weeks straight. So I wasn't able to really fly it. So I used everything I learned on those first drones, and I balanced the props. I before I even put batteries in it, I upgraded the controller and added the 5 dB antenna. This one actually had a small grounded antenna in it, but it was still only like an inch long. And so yesterday I took it out for its first flight, and no problem. No problem. I flew this thing so high that it was literally just a speck in the sky. And I'm going to put the video on for you here in a minute of my first flight. And the video you'll see it's kind of like, because this is because it's kind of the only way that I could see if I still had connectivity, radio contact with the drone, because I couldn't see the lights or anything on it anymore, so I had to move it around because I was testing how far I could go. And obviously I can literally fly this thing out of sight. I would say I was easily 1,000 feet up in the air, and the video is pretty cool. So I'm liking this. Eventually I'll get into like building my own and putting cameras and stuff on it when I learn how to fly better. But like FPV cameras, so I can see where I'm going with the guy or a screen or something. But until I learn how to fly better, I don't want to have $500 worth of equipment taking off and landing somewhere I can't find or whatever. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Hopefully I can bring you guys some really cool shots from China now. Of the, all the stuff that I see, mountains and temples and whatnot and whatever, which is my main interest in these is pictures and video and footage. So I think it's really cool to see the perspective up there where, most people don't see. So anyway, that's what's up. Peace!